Welcome to this month's Just Ask John segment brought to you by JRC Consulting Group. I'm John Carr, the CEO and founder of JRC Consulting Group. This month's question comes from Darren from Louisville, Kentucky. He asked me, he says, John, I've been asked to serve on some boards and I'm not sure if it's the right thing for my business or should I just do it? Now, this is a great question, and sometimes we need to learn how to say no. It was very difficult for me in the beginning of being in business. If someone asked me to be on a committee, I didn't even know what the committee was. I was just, yes, let's just do it. And it was kind of good in the beginning. I got out there, got some great experience of being involved in committees. However, after a while, once people know that you will volunteer, everybody's asking you. So it can get very hectic. So here's what I want you to think to do. There's a few questions, really there's 4 questions you need to ask yourself to make sure whether it's going to be a good fit for you and if it's going to work. Because I will tell you, you can join a committee and it can hurt you. I've experienced that myself. So the first thing is you want to ask yourself, is the mission of the committee that you're being asked for or the board that you're being asked to be on, is it something that you believe in? So for me, if it has to do anything with children or domestic violence and the elderly, I really want to help that. But however, there's some people that they just want to help animals and sea turtles. There's someone that we have in our community locally here who's very involved with helping the sea turtles. So it really depends on what your passion is. Now, it's not that I don't like animals. I love animals and we do donate to some of the causes. However, where I'm going to be most active in is typically, like victims of domestic violence and things like that. So it's real important that whatever board you're going to join, you believe in their mission. Find out what that mission is. So it's important for that. The second thing is, how will this affect my business? And this goes 2 ways. In other words, will it affect my business by taking me away from work, that I won't be able to work? Or secondly, will it affect my business in a positive way where I'm going to be around and communicating with some leaders in the community? I mean, it's some of the best best marketing you can do is being involved in some of the nonprofits. However, you must believe in the mission, must believe in the cause when you do that. There's so many people that they just want to be a resume builder and say they're on this particular board. I strongly encourage you not to do that. If you don't believe in the mission, don't do it. And then, what can I contribute? So the third question is, can I contribute anything? Somebody told me a long time ago that there's 3 things that they look for when they bring somebody on their board. Wealth, wisdom, and work. And, can you donate a whole bunch of money? What is it that you're going to bring to the board for that? Are you going to be able to contribute money? And then wisdom. Are you going to be able to help them with maybe marketing or certain areas in that industry that board is asking you to be part of? And then the work side of it. Or are you going to be a worker? Are you going to volunteer at the events? Are you going to go out and generate money for them? So those are some of the things you want to look at. How can I contribute? And then, can I manage the time that's required? And that was one of the things that I had difficulty with. I was asked to serve on a committee, and it really, to this day, I have a very good friend of mine who gives me a hard time about it, but I really struggled with making the time commitment on it. And I did, send them some donors and I did help that way. But the truth of the matter was I really didn't have the time to serve on that committee. So you want to make sure that you can manage the time required to serve on that board. It's vital. And then if you say you're going to do something, you really need to make sure that you do it. It's so important. So there's a few tips for you. Hopefully that helps you. I encourage you to be part of some boards and organizations. Just make sure that you're passionate about it and then how you can contribute. And remember, if you join a board and you don't do what's asked of you or what the expectations are, it can actually hurt your business. So you want to make sure that you do that and that it's very important that you're passionate about whatever board you're being served on. So thanks again. If you have any other questions or you want to bring a question to Just Ask John, just do it at john@jrcconsultinggroup.com, and I look forward to seeing you next month.